Guys, how are you? Welcome.
We're good. Thank you for having us.
First of all, okay, so I just got finished laughing so hard at your TikTok that you guys did for Kiss FM, and I was like, because I saw the behind the scenes one first, and I was like, that's how they make these TikToks, and then I saw the one with the actual camera, and I was like, man, yeah. I wish I was creative enough to do something like that. How do you guys come up with this?
Well, I mean, that's what we've wanted to do for a while, because we've always seen kind of like there's been like illusions on TikTok of like people facing one way, but then things interacting in weird ways and stuff. And so we thought, might as well put a twist on with some delicious chocolate sauce, some ice cream, and
which we love, all great things. So.
But what we found out though, which we didn't expect, is that to actually hold that position, you're basically like your feet are like positioned on something, and your hamstrings and glutes are like dying as you're just like trying to stay up. And the hardest part is trying to look like you're not just in like major physical pain, as you're like, oh, this is hard.
It was great for me though. I just got to sat there,
Exactly. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, you look like you were just taking it like a champ straight face. Me, I'm a thickie, so I would literally die.
Yeah, he did a good job.
I was sore the next day for sure, but all for the TikTok. So
absolutely. All right, so let's. How sad were you when you thought that TikTok would be like going away?
Oh man,
it's been a roller coaster of emotion.
Seriously,
because I think that they've been potentially like there's been so much stuff going on with them all the time. I feel like every time I like check Twitter or something, there's a new update about TikTok. And it was like Friday morning. It was like TikTok's banned on Sunday, and we're like, no.
We're like, what are we gonna do? Like,
and then I think it was like Saturday afternoon. They're like, and it's not. And we're like, what? And I feel like it's been like that. So man,
we were on Musical.ly too before it was TikTok, and so we were just getting back into this TikTok game and loving it. Like the platform's amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a roller coaster.
It's so funny because Saturday afternoon I was on the air and I was like, is it going away? And then I checked my app store on Sunday because I heard that it was just going to be like disappearing from app stores and stuff. Yeah. And I was like, it's still here.
Oh wait, I didn't even check the app store. It's still there?
Yeah, no,
it's still there.
A whole reversal.
Oh no.
Extended it to like September 27th or something now.
Oh, I only heard that there's maybe a sign off on the deal with the other company, Oracle.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not going away. Like I don't know what's happening. I feel like it's not. It's staying here. Who cares?
It's crazy. Well, it's like, especially now because there's but it feels like everyone's getting into like the short content game now. Like, because YouTube just launched Shorts. Of course, Instagram has like Reels, so it's like. It's a great time for the fans in terms of like that like shorter style of content, because it hasn't been as much out there recently, and so now of course like with TikTok and everything, it's really shown that there's a massive appetite for it. And no, like I love making them. Like they're
a blast.
They're super fun to make.
It's so funny because I feel like there is nothing but time. Like people have all of this time on their hands and they're just looking for content and content and content. Do you feel like that there is pressure on you to just like spit out content every single day?
I mean, luckily with us, like we've kind of always taken more of like a quality over quantity approach. And I think that our fans understand that. And so like, even with our YouTube channel, like we'll post like a couple times a month, but we make sure that whenever we do post, it's like the highest quality content possible. And so that's kind of like always just like the relationship that we have with our fans, is that they understand that it's going to take a little bit longer for us. Like we're not posting TikToks every single day. Maybe we'll post like 1 or 2 a week, but those 1 or 2 that we post, like we put a lot of time into it. Like people are blown away. Like we'll put like hours or sometimes days into like making one TikTok because we want to make it like as good as possible. But we really like, because I think it's more that we really value our fans' time. And so if they're choosing to spend their time with us, we want to make sure that we're giving them the best experience possible, because it's like, again, like it's precious. Like your time is precious. You don't have an unlimited amount of it. So yeah.
How do you guys come up with like a concept? Like, do you guys sit down, you're like, all right, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. How does that work?
Yeah. Lots of brainstorming, just like collaborating on it, trying to figure out what's, going to be a fun thing to do. So, and a lot of it too is kind of based on things that we would love to do anyway. Yeah. We're just like, what is a crazy idea? For instance, like filling our backyard with, I don't know how many Orbeez. It's like,
there's 10 or 15
10 million or 15 million Orbeez and like an obstacle course. And it's always just like, how can we bring it to the next level,
Yeah.
Those prank videos have me dying. And I was wondering, first of all, like I feel like I have a pretty good sense of humor, but if one of my friends or my brother even comes into my bedroom with a balloon filled with water, dude, we are going to be swinging.
Oh, yeah, that one, I was nervous about that one, because the whole thing too was like, I had to be careful because it was really early in the morning and I had the balloon, I had the knife, and like, it's a legit knife. And so I'm like, if like, I had to pop it and like get that knife out, because if Devan just woke up, I was like, what? And like came up too fast. There was a lot of like thought that had to go into like, how am I going to be able to get this?
I think it was payback too, because I pulled that prank on a friend of ours. And, so I think Colin just was getting me back. So I can't be too upset, you know, because I pulled a bunch of pranks as well. So
exactly.
I can't be that mad.
Do you guys low-key get mad, like, especially if you're not expecting it?
I think if there wasn't a camera,
yeah,
I think if it's for a video, you're kind of like, oh, okay, cool, we're doing this. But if it's just like, hey, I'm just gonna start off your Wednesday in a really weird way, then it's like, hey, come on, man, like that's not really called for, man.
Yeah, because when you see the camera, it's almost like you showing up to work that day. Like I got the camera out, like
all right,
I get it.
Work started a little bit early today. Okay.
So how else have you been spending your time during quarantine?
So there's a thing called a one wheel.
Yes.
This has become like a new favorite hobby of mine. And like, not like I'm not like sponsored by them or anything, but it's basically it's an electric skateboard that has one wheel in the middle. And you feel like you're on a hoverboard. You feel like you're floating around as like this being. It's insane. So we've been taking that thing out and like going around like our neighborhood and like down the streets, like a park and stuff. But it's really been just like a lot of work. Like we've just been making as many videos as we possibly can. But what's great is that because there is all these locations that no one's able to go to anymore, we've now been able to like get some like dream locations and film some videos in some crazy places. Like we did something with a friend of mine. He owns a thing called 2-Bit Circus, and it's a virtual reality carnival. And so it's like games and all this crazy stuff. No one was there, so we were able to film an entire YouTube video there. Same thing with we can't say who yet, but we're in conversation with some major amusement parks to like do some crazy videos there and stuff. So we've really been like, you know what? Like, as everyone else is like kind of going like, oh, what do we do? We're like, why don't we just like capitalize on it, like find these really crazy once in a lifetime things? Because it's a pretty crazy time right now.
Jesus, now I want to come and like hang out and do a TikTok video.
Dude, let's do it.
I would love to, especially if you guys are if we're all in the same area. I would definitely pull up. Let's do a TikTok because I struggle with it and make it happen. So let's talk about your partnership with Moose Toys. How did that come about?
Yeah, for us, it was a really, really exciting thing. So we've always loved enjoying hanging out with our fans. They always come up and say hello, want to take some photos. And the number one thing that they always asked us was like, how can we do your crazy stuff at home? Because we do, like I said, some insane stuff like filling our backyard with 10,000 pounds of slime and crazy stuff like that. So they're always trying to take those experiences home. And so for us, it was kind of a dream come true that Moose approached us because they're an amazing company from Australia, actually. And they're one of the top toy companies in the world. And we just collaborated and made something that our fans can do at home. A bunch of games and everything. And speaking of things that we've been doing in quarantine, we've actually been playing our own game, which has been a blast. We actually have it right over here. So
it's no joke. We live the lifestyle, man.
It takes like all the fun things that we do in our videos and brings them to life so people can do them at home. So
how can people get these toys?
So they're actually available exclusively at Walmart right now. So and then they'll be available at Target coming October 1st and Amazon as well. So
I think that's awesome that you were able to take something that the fans wanted and turn it into something that they can actually have and be a part of the videos in a sense.
And what we're so excited about is that Walmart has picked it up like in full force and they've been fully behind it. Like we actually went to, I think it was a store near us, and we saw the pallet and everything. It's like in the store. It was like a surreal moment. It was insane. So we're blessed. It's amazing.
How are people perceiving the toys?
They're loving it.
They're having a blast. I think that's what's so much fun is that like there's all these different compounds like slimes and clays and all this fun stuff you get to get your hands on. And like that's a big thing in our videos is we get to have all these crazy experiences. And so to now have in a way where people can do that at home, they get to kind of like do this whole like Devan and I like Devan will slap me in the face like with some like slime in a video and stuff, and now they can be like, oh, I got the slime, and hopefully they don't actually slap their brother, but if they wanted to,
and it's also based around challenges as well. Like Collins and I are pretty competitive when it comes to this stuff. So for us, it's really fun. Like all of our fans are actually posting on social media like, hey, I made this, and like my sister made this. So it's really fun. It's like kind of a virtual challenge that's going on as well.
People often slide in you guys DMs to ask questions and things like that. Does that happen?
For sure.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that, like, again, that was kind of one of the like biggest things we would get questions like, hey, how can I do this at home without getting in trouble? Because and also, like, again, just 10 million Orbis in your backyard isn't quite like you can't just pull it off. And I think that's also what's fun about our channel is that we get to do things like I wish we could have done when we were growing up. Like that's like what's so much fun about it. And now it's like, hey, we have the ability to like actually do it. And, like we can talk to a major amusement park like, hey, we play a massive like game here. Like it's like that sort of like fun kind of wish fulfillment stuff that we love to do on our channel. And so then to be able to kind of like compact that into a game that you can do at home, like that was like that's the fun part of it. And so like we get like questions all the time of like, hey, like what's the best slime recipe, or like what's the best this? And so that's where it kind of helped when we were developing like the toys, games, and challenges, like being able to take kind of their questions and their input and incorporate that into the product. So
I'm so glad that they are really wholesome in your DMs, because I asked that question to a lot of other people and they be saying some stuff that you're like, wait, hold on, don't even finish that thought.
Yeah, no, we have a very respectful fan base.
They're so
like,
nice.
Yeah.
They're so kind. Like even like we were doing a campaign as well with Adobe, and they were like submitting contest applications, and they're like, you know, I would love to be a part of this, but like if you don't pick me, I totally understand. They weren't like, you know, if you don't pick me, it's like it's on you or whatever. Like they were understanding.
Yeah,
they're just amazing.
Well, plus like even like in public and stuff, like before all this craziness was going on, like when we would meet fans and everything, it was like it wasn't like all out pandemonium. It was like they were very respectful. They would come on like, hey, we love your videos. Would it be all right if we took a photo with you? Where it's like, where like we've seen like some creators where it's just like people running up like, hey, like, we're very grateful. We have a very like kind, respectful fan base.
So have you guys ever had like an encounter that was just like not kind and not respectable, like the craziest fan encounter?
Crazy.
Well, you have a crazy one.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily that it wasn't kind or respectful. It was just very far outside of anything I've ever experienced. But it was at a meet and greet. And girl comes up, giving me a big hug, which is like great, of course, like it's great to meet fans. I'm like, I gave her a hug back. And so, and the next thing I know, like the hug's kind of going on. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I start feeling this tugging around my neck. I'm like, what's going on? Like I wear like my key necklace and stuff. And it's a family heirloom we've had in our family for over 100 years. So it's like, I've worn it since like America's Got Talent, like the whole way through. And so like I just feel like I'm like, what is going on? I look down, she's literally eating my key necklace. Like she's eating it, and I'm like, whoa, and like, and she was like bear gripped on, like I couldn't get her off, and so then she finally finally security kind of had to like take her away. But that was a pretty, I just don't know what the end game was. Like I don't know where was it? Where are we going here?
I would have been so mad. Like, what is your point in doing this, ma'am? Ma'am, this is a Starbucks. What are you doing?
Yeah, that was definitely one of the more unique ones. But usually, like for the most part, they're pretty respectful and pretty fun. So that was definitely an anomaly for sure.
Absolutely, guys. What's next? What are you guys working on next besides the amusement park, which I'm trying to swindle myself into and play the game with you guys?
Well, like hit us up, man. We'll talk offline about that.
I got you.
Yeah, so I think right now, I mean, we're super excited again, of course, first about the products launching, and like the fact they're gonna be like at Target, Amazon as well, and the fact that they're like at Walmart, like that's a massive. And so now for the holiday season coming up here, it's just basically like YouTube content and social media content. Like we have some crazy videos coming up here, and we really want to like end the year with a bang when it comes to the content side of it. And things have been like a bit, of course, weird with everything going on, and so we really want to just offer some really, really, really crazy videos to our fans to really get them excited and really like end the year on a really positive note for them. So
guys, well, I appreciate you jumping on Zoom and chatting with us. It was such a great conversation, and I cannot wait to hear about like the amusement part and hopefully be in it and hanging out with you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you so much.